Morning, guys. How we going? So I woke up late today. It's Elvis's birthday. Elvis is 91. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elvis. Happy birthday to you. So I'm a bit of a mess. My plan this morning is to have a bit of a shave, have a shower. I may put my leathers on, my leather jacket and my leather trousers on. Maybe. We'll see what happens. So through the night celebrations for Elvis's 91st birthday. And so what I thought I would do just briefly this morning before I go off and sort of sort myself out is to spend a little bit of time with you guys. And a couple of things happened. I have Nicola's gift to open. I haven't looked in there yet, but she did say it refers to Elvis's birthday. So of course I got myself a butter coffee. Look at that, guys. Butter coffee to wake up. I've just took some painkillers for my toothache that doesn't want to go away, but so the pain at the moment has gone. So this Donna Presley So Donna Presley has posted a message on her channel, so I thought we'd play that. Obviously, wishing Elvis happy birthday. The other thing is I've started this book, this amazing book, 30 Pieces of Silver. I spent about an hour going through it, guys. This book is not going to be straightforward. Right, sorry, my son's here. Morning. Rio, I checked your car, the water's fine. So this book isn't straightforward. I've spent a good hour flicking through it, and it isn't like, it's a very complicated book. Yeah. It's very deep. It's not just about exposing the book Elvis What Happened. I was trying to get my head round it, how we're going to use it to defend Elvis, and I was like, I'm not there yet. Yeah. I'm hoping eventually, as it starts to sink in, we'll be able to pick parts of it out. And beautiful gift sent to me. This is going to take a while for me to understand it. It jumps around a lot on its topics. Like it's a real deep dive. I mean it respectfully. It's very long-winded on everything it does. So it also discusses many things that I don't want to bring up because I just don't like to repeat many of the things, negative things, the lies that have been said about Elvis. So we have to find a way to pick bits out of it. Yeah. So I haven't sussed out how we're going to do it yet, but we'll find a way, guys. We'll find a way. I'm very grateful. So let's I want to play two little clips, and then we're gonna open Nicola's present. Nicola is a good friend of mine. We talk every day. She's one of you guys. She's Team Elvis. Many of you are very kind to me, and Nicola always sends me gifts, and I'm very grateful to Nicola. And I do like to tease her and wind her up a little bit. You know, you've got to do that. Have a bit of fun. But she's full of love, full of kindness. She adores my kids, and I think we have a special friendship, me and Nicola, and as I do with many of you. Yeah, many of you, I have a lovely connection with, and I'm grateful for it. Yeah. So let's just quickly play a couple of clips, and I'm going to open the box. Then I want to discuss a couple of bits. Then I'm going to go off and sort myself out. Yeah, this is the plan. So let's have a look. Get it up. I'm going to press play on this. Make sure you guys. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Yep. And of course, we are very, very lucky that Donna defends her cousin with us. With us, she doesn't have to. She could just do her own thing. She chooses to be part of what we do, defending Elvis. Yeah, on our YouTube channel, Team Elvis and myself, we're very lucky. Okay, so let's just press play and then go from there. It's funny because remember, she's going to wish happy birthday to her cousin. To her cousin. We wish happy birthday to the man we adore. Yeah? Let's keep going.
Today is Elvis's birthday. When I think of him, I don't think first of the stage or the songs. I think of the way he loved, quietly, carefully, and with great gentleness. With me, he was always kind. Sometimes he would rest a loving hand on my head or place a soft kiss there. A simple gesture that carried protection and love. He treated me with the utmost care, just as he did the rest of the family. That tenderness tells me everything I need to know about who he truly was. On his birthday, I remember him with love, with deepest gratitude. Happy birthday, Elvis. I love you, and I thank you.
She's adorable, isn't she? Isn't Donna Presley adorable?
I am Presley and I stay.
Just funny, I'm just going to get my coffee a minute, guys. But it's funny because obviously me, Karen, Donna, we were at chat. And grab the coffee. I was just warming it up. It's not. It's Let's pour a bit of water as well. Water, water. And Donna was basically. No, it was Karen I was talking to. She was basically explaining to me about Donna and her decision to defend her cousin. Sorry, I'm just to defend her cousin, and let me just grab this coffee a minute. Oh yes, nice coffee, mate. Nice coffee. Yeah, sorry, I'm. She's like, sorry guys, just faff. I'm just faffing around this morning. You know, we were chatting about Donna and the fact she has this drive to defend her cousin, to defend the Presleys. Yeah, and one of the things she said, which I thought was really, I thought was important, that time's running out. Time's running out. Yeah, in the way that how many Presleys are left? How many blood relatives are left to defend Elvis? And she reached a point where she thought, I have to discuss these things. I have to bring up these things before, she's 75. It has nothing to do with money, nothing to do with views on her channel, nothing to do with attention or fame or just, I need to do this. I need to do this. I made a promise to my mother, Nash. Obviously, she absolutely adores her family, the Presleys and Elvis, and the life she lived. Feels very grateful that she had that life. So that touched me, that did. And she's right. If we don't do this, obviously, firstly, we have Donna. Firstly, I still haven't had a response from Gracelands or from EPE as, you know, my application to give her VIP honorary status. I don't know what to say, guys. It's a shame. It's a shame. But and I feel that way with us as well. So many of us are getting on, aren't we? Come on, I'm 58. Like that, I'll be 60. Many of us are in our 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Some, you know, even Larry's 90. Yeah. And it's true, because we must do the defending, even though it's awkward, uncomfortable, even though we get attacked. Because if we don't do it, and we're trying to get things better for the future generations of Elvis fans, let's face it, guys, when we're all gone, there's going to be a whole new lot of Elvis fans that replace us. And all of them would not have been alive when Elvis was alive. Many of us were alive when Elvis was alive, yeah? We all remember the day he passed. So it's, you know, on a day like today, Elvis's birthday, I think it's really important. I think it's really important that we have to defend, guys. We have to defend. You know, this morning I've been chatting with Mindi Miller. Now, Mindi Miller has done a brilliant show. It's a 2-hour show. Me and Mindi are friends. We phone and chat. I've been friends with Mindi for a lot of time. Mindi gets a hard time sometimes. It's not all good for Mindi. She spends a large part of her life traveling and discussing Elvis and defending him and praising him and showing Elvis showing the world Elvis's true personality. He was also a spiritual man, a very spiritual man, yeah, as well as obviously a Christian man, and just a nice man, just a loving, charming, compassionate, beautiful soul, yeah. So on those Elvis girls, there was a 2-hour interview, which I have watched. I watched it last night. Mindi personally sent it me. Mindi Miller said, will you watch it for me? I think you'll enjoy it. She did also add, look, it's very spiritual. I know that spirituality isn't for everyone. Yeah. I do have a spiritual side to me. I always watch a guy called Sadhguru. Sadhguru. Sadguru. He's the guy that I watch concerning spiritual beliefs. I understand the law of attraction, you know, which is, to me, is another version of karma. But it's some parts of that interview are out there. If you're not into spirituality, you may not like it. But I liked it. Yeah. Because the basis of Mindi Miller's interview with those Elvis girls are amazing, yeah? I love watching them. They have actually joined our live before. It was a really, really good interview, really good. And not just her discussing the spiritual side of Elvis and his book reading and how most of the time he preferred to read, to study with women. Yeah, Elvis loved female company. Yes, Elvis had many different girlfriends. Yeah. But it was not always sexual. Yeah. And she said when she first met Elvis, it had nothing to do with sex. It was just companionship, being together, studying together. She says when people try and say that Elvis would lock himself away in his room for 4 days at a time, and then people like the Memphis Mafia gave the impression that he was depressed. Even I would say, even Priscilla tries to give that impression, that he was depressed, hiding in his room for days on end. He wasn't. He was studying these books. He would properly study these books. Yeah. There was a phase with Mindi Miller where he studied these books with Mindi. She goes into detail about the funeral, about how she met Elvis, about being with Elvis, studying with Elvis, Elvis's personality, Elvis's spiritual side. But I'm much more than that. Much more than that. she's had an amazing life, man. You start looking at Mindy Miller's life, yeah. Her life is fascinating. She lived in Rome. She lived in Hawaii. Her and Elvis had a lot in common. I'm going to review that interview. I'm going to play a bit of it today, I think, in a minute. Problem is, it's 2 hours long. 2 hours long. I'm not going to sit here and review a 2-hour interview because I have to stop and start. It would take me all day. I'm just going to play a few bits of it. But I am, just so you know, guys, I'm a massive fan of Mindy Miller. Mindy Miller truly does love Elvis. She was very good with him, good for him. And she has special memories that only she can know. She does keep the intimate stuff to herself. You're not going to hear Mindy Miller go into graphic detail about Elvis sexually. She'll talk about that he was a great kisser, but that's it. Mindy Miller has a line she won't cross. She's even reluctant on writing a book, but she doesn't rule it out. So I get on extremely well with her, and I feel I'm honoured and grateful that she talks to me. Yeah, we've had very long conversations on the phone. So go and watch that, guys. Those Elvis girls, Mindy Miller. So one thing, she messaged me again this morning, and I said to her, I'll read it to you guys. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it. I don't think she'll mind me sharing. So we communicate in two ways. We either phone or she messages me. Yeah. Let me just. So I told her about Sadhguru, the guy that I follow. So then she said something I think was very often. We're very honest. Yeah. Let's have a look. So I basically send her some information. I don't know if can you see it? Let's have a look. Yeah, so I send her some information about Sadhguru. He runs a center called the Aisha Foundation, which is amazing. Yeah, let me see. I'll see if I can play this without. Obviously, if there's music, I can't play it. Let's just have a look. Hang on, let me just turn the music off for a minute. Is it going to let me? Probably not. But no, I think, there we are. So this is the Aisha Foundation. Okay, guys? It's Sadhguru, Sadguru. I'm not trying to promote this. I'm just saying this is the guy I follow. So I sent these bits of info to Mindy Miller because her and those Elvis girls were discussing spirituality and religions, etc. Elvis was fascinated with all religions. Yeah. I sent this to her. Amazing. This is a real place, guys. Look at that. Yeah, and then I've got another view of it. Let's go back at night. Let's see if I can get back onto it. How it looks, how it comes alive at night. Again, I want to make sure there's no music. There we go. Is it going to show it at night? Here we go. Look how fantastic that is. Tens of thousands of people. Yeah, the Aisha Foundation, Sadhguru. So I sent this to Mindy Miller. Let's have a look. Let's get back to where we were. Let's get back to what I said to Mindy. And then she sends me a lovely message saying, oh, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to look at all of these that you have sent me. You know that Elvis was very open-minded. And as I stated in the interview, which is the one with those Elvis girls, before, and in the one that you just watched, he was very interested in quotations from Buddha, and I wish that more people knew that. Yeah, he studied so many different religions because he wanted to be able to understand all without judgment. Of course, we would love the world to be like that. Unfortunately, people are very judgmental and are very quick to criticize. Yeah, she's right. I completely agree with her. it did make me think a bit. Let me get the. I want to get the birthday. We've got a happy birthday thing. Where are we? That I posted. That was Holly. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find it. Holly. There we are. Look. I've got it here. I'm gonna pause it first. So there's a happy birthday thing here that I forwarded. It's from Holly. I forgot the other person, Holly, and but it got me thinking. Like, obviously, one of the things Mindi says is, unfortunately, people are very judgmental and very quick to criticize. Now, the problem is, even though I fully agree with what she said, you have to be judgmental and criticize when you're defending. Let me just top this coffee up again. When you're defending Elvis, let me just top this up a minute. I'll explain to you. I'm just chilling out in the kitchen at home, guys. So this is just a warm up for today's little birthday celebration. I'm just gonna see how the day goes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, to be honest with you. I still haven't woke up yet. I'm still trying to wake myself up with these coffees. But the thing that that point is important to me, because unfortunately people are very judgmental and are quick to criticize. The problem we've got with the defending Elvis, our channel is very different than the normal Elvis channel. The normal Elvis channel will go into the history, we'll play the music, we'll show the movies, we'll go through many lovely stories concerning Elvis, and many bad stories, unfortunately, which a lot of them have been altered and aren't true. So our job, we've been bringing up this book quite a lot, haven't we? Yeah, this book. The problem we've got, guys, this book as well is obviously high up on the list. The problem we've got, guys, is, again, we have a stack of books that we have to criticize and judge, be judgmental. Yeah, and the last one I'm going to show you is Priscilla's book. Yeah, so the very core of what we do does criticize and is judgmental. Yeah, so I'm guilty of the very thing Mindi said to me. But what else can we do? Because if we are not judgmental, if we don't criticize, we can't defend. This is the problem. Now I have, I'm a very, I'll say it myself. I know I'm a kind person, good-hearted, yeah, loving, sharing, generous. I'm all this. I'm human. I can lose my temper. I'm a normal person, yeah. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, I'm not trying to say I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm trying to say is that if you look through Elvis's life, and especially today on his birthday, 91 years old today, millions are celebrating Elvis's birthday. Yeah, it reminds you even more to defend him. Seriously, it reminds you even more. So unfortunately, unless we're going to bury our head in the sand and ignore the wrongdoing and act like it never happened, or if we're going to just accept it. While I was reading this book, a very big part of this book was when Priscilla basically accuses, shut the door behind you, basically accuses Elvis of rape. She doesn't outright say that he raped her, does she? She says he was very forceful. Yeah? Do you understand my point, though, guys? That book, there's a few bits I picked out on this amazing book. Bit of weightlifting to carry this book, yeah? 30 Pieces of Silver, The Betrayal of Elvis. And the whole point the author, which is Joyce Rochelle Vaughan, clearly loves Elvis. Yeah. And must have put years into writing that book. Yeah. And with passion, with the amount of effort to create a book that defends Elvis. The whole point of that book is to right the wrongs. Yeah. All of that book judges, all of that book criticizes. Do you get it? So I am in a very awkward position. So where I have a natural way that I like to get on with people, be kind, be friendly, not judge, not criticize. I'm having to do it every day on my channel. And I'm doing it with help. I'm doing it with Team Elvis. I'm doing it with Elvis Defenders. We all come from the same place, a place of love for Elvis. So sometimes being judgmental and criticizing is needed. And I come back to the same thing. Our saying is Elvis deserves better. Isn't that our saying? Elvis deserves better. And even Lisa. Yeah. But the reason we criticize, the reason we judge is because Elvis deserves better. Based on the life he lived, the good that he did, the man that he was, the true man. A big part of what Mindi Miller said in her interview with those Elvis girls was that she wants the world to know the true man. Yes, his Christian side. Yes, his spiritual side. But just Elvis, his personality, how loving he was, caring, understanding, intelligent. Elvis was really smart. Really smart. She, just like Donna Presley says it, they don't just see the singer, the legend, the icon, this man with a beautiful voice who looked beautiful. They see the human being in Elvis. Donna Presley says it. Mindi Miller was saying it to those Elvis girls. Yeah. She was describing all the many, many different moments that she had with Elvis. She spent many days and weeks with Elvis. Yeah. Their relationship spanned over quite a long period. She knows Elvis was seeing other women as well. Yeah. But she also says they weren't all sexual. It wasn't all sexual with all these different women. Yeah. She mentions a few of them. So, Mindi Miller has connected with Donna Presley and Karen, her friend. Yeah. They've had phone calls. Yeah. So the point I'm trying to say is, because Mindi Miller supports defending Elvis. She supports it. She's one of us. She's Team Elvis. She joins us in the chat. Sometimes she'll pop up in our 24-hour chat. Yeah. But for her, it's awkward because she will go around to different Elvis functions, events. Yeah. She may come into contact with people that have said and done things that have harmed Elvis's image and reputation. So for her, it's awkward. Yeah. Because, it's part of how she makes a living. Let's face it, guys, we all need to make a living. I'll tell you now, Mindi Miller is the number one defender. No, actually, that's not correct. Is one of the number one defenders. To me, the number one defender will always be Donna Presley. Yeah. But she's up there, guys. She defends with passion. Yeah. She truly loves Elvis. She describes her time around Elvis's funeral. She stood by the grave for 6 hours. I think there's a part where she discusses that she had this personal Bible that I think, I'm just trying to, from memory, was given to her by, I'm just trying to remember, by her own father. Just a little miniature. I think, if I'm wrong, please put me right. You'll see it when you go and watch her doing her interview with those Elvis girls. I think she put it in the casket, she said one of the most beautiful gifts you can give Elvis to take with him on his journey home, is the gift, the words of God, the words of Jesus. Yeah. I thought that was a beautiful thing. I hope I've said that right, Mindi. I want to make sure I get it right. So to me, the people that really loved Elvis, you know it. You know, you sense it, you feel it. They ooze it. Of course, Mindy's one, but the people that have trashed him, it confuses me. It confuses me because I do see the love. Some of these people that trash Elvis for money, for cash, you know, for whatever reason, because they're resentful, angry, or bitter, or jealous, or envious. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. But I think they also loved him as well. For me, that is a challenge, trying to understand. You know. Remember, we try to be understanding. We try to be respectful. No name calling. Forgiveness if possible. Yeah. What we do is difficult. It's difficult. We've had some backlash recently, but I don't want to be angry at these people. Yeah. I can't tell people what to believe, what to think, who to hero worship. Many of these people hero worship the very people that trashed Elvis. Of course, including the ex-wife, the Memphis Mafia, cousins, stepbrothers. You know, I'll never understand it. But anyway, so I don't want to I'm getting a bit too deep now. So I just want to quickly play this. And then I was going to quickly play a few minutes of Mindy Miller. And then we're going to come back. I'm going to go and have a shower and get myself sorted. Obviously, it's a special day. I will just see if there's anything on YouTube as well showing the birthday celebrations. We've got to be careful what we play because of copyright rules. You know, it's like we know today Epic is premiering, isn't it? Yeah. So there's rumor that Baz Luhrmann's going to be there. Yeah, at Graceland. So some people say, "Oh, does that mean Priscilla's going to be there?" I don't think she's going to be there. I don't think Priscilla's going to be there. So we don't know. The day is just unfolding. Oh well, for many of you, it started last night at midnight in America. So let's play this little clip of you guys singing "Happy Birthday."
All right, it's midnight. No, it's not. All right, you ready? All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elvis. Happy birthday to you.
I love that. I love that. I'm sorry it's a bit small, but I love it. So let's just quickly, I want to do two things. I want to go to YouTube and just see what things have been put up for Elvis's birthday. And I wanted to show you a clip of Mindy's interview, and then we're going to come back, okay? I can't play any music. So if there's any music, I'm going to stop it.
All right, if you're in time to party, and of course, here in Memphis and in the Mid-South, you know we love Elvis. It's always love Elvis. This city runs on Elvis, am I right? The King's 91st birthday bash is officially kicking off at Graceland. It's all week long. Starts with his birthday proclamation at 8:30 on Thursday. That's Thursday morning, I should say. And that's followed by free birthday cake and coffee. There'll be
Free birthday cake and coffee. I like that.
concerts all week long. You can catch all kinds of birthday celebrations to celebrate the King, of course, here in Memphis, across the city.
So it says ABC24 Memphis. So is that a Memphis news channel?
And in Graceland. You know we love Elvis here in the Memphis area, and this is the time to celebrate him. So head to Graceland Thursday morning and see that all week long, celebrating the King here in the Mid-South.
Oh, I like that. That was cute. But let me just see what this is. This looks like it's probably got music. Let's have a no, I can't. Yeah, so we can't play this because it's got music. Let's just give it a little quick It's probably some pictures. Let's it's interesting to see what these people do. Yeah, we can't play that. That's mute. Should we pause it? Hang on. Raised in Memphis, born in Mississippi. First recording released in 1954. Served in the US Army from 58 to 60. What else is it going to say? Let's have a look. 18 number one singles on the US charts, 31 featured films from 56 to 69. One of the best music artists of all time. One of, you mean the best. Let's keep going. Breakthrough in the 1950s. So it says Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. Then it says Graceland remains a global cultural landmark, of course, lasting influence on rock and pop, country and soul. Right, let's go to the next one. Yeah, I'm guessing that's going to have music. Let me just... Yeah, we can't play that. See, look, Elvis, 91 today, and the whole world is still celebrating his birthday. Wonder if there's any... I'm going to see if there's any news clips. We're going to go through all this on part 2 when we go live, guys. I love it. Look at it. Okay. Now I know there's an Angie Marquis. I want to see if I can find that. So there's obviously lots of other channels. Elvis's. Let me just make sure you can see it. Here we go. Let's have a look. So we've got. Is that today's? Yes. There we are. That looks like a news clip. Okay.
Elvis fans.
Right, here goes, guys.
Elvis fans have celebrated what would have been the King's 91st birthday in true rock and roll style. Thousands dusting off their blue suede shoes, making the pilgrimage to parks in the state's Central West to toast their idol.
So obviously I can't play any music, so I hope he's not going to play music. Let's keep going. But that is that Australia? It's got to be, hasn't it, guys?
Priscilla!
Elvis! Imagine a place where Elvis is never more than a few steps away.
Thank you very much.
Well, here in Park.
The music in the background is a bit annoying. I mean, this is a bit of a parody, isn't it? But I'll tell you what we're going to do. I don't want to get copyrighted. Let me just play it a bit more.
Do you keep this Elvis hairstyle all year round?
All year round. I listen to a lot of bootleg interviews.
Play the music. Sorry, I can't play the music, guys. But I don't want to get copyrighted. Let's see if they're having a bit of fun, aren't they, guys? In Australia, they're having a bit of fun.
It's nudged 40 degrees.
Okay, so you get the idea that, the whole world is celebrating Elvis's birthday. I wanted to see if the Angie Marquis clip is on there. Yeah, so there's lots here. Look at this one. Let's see if it's working.
Birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Okay, we're going to get a lot of that, but what is this bit here? Look, so there's, we've got the AI stuff, haven't we, guys?
Save your stay just a little while longer.
Oh, yeah. AI, yeah? Come on, sometimes you just got to laugh at it, haven't you, guys? Let's have a look. It's all over YouTube. It's probably all over Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, isn't it? Yeah. Let's have a look. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, so there's a live thing here. Oh yeah, I've seen this. There's a live stream. I have linked it to our Facebook. I think it's 24-hour music. It's 24-hour music. Yeah. Let's have a look what this is. I can't play the music. Brilliant. So this is right. So let me just pause that a minute. So this is the right. So if we look here, let me just turn it on. So this is those Elvis girls. Please subscribe to them, guys. I'm a massive fan. I watch them. They have joined up my live stream before. Obviously, we do defending Elvis topic, our defending Elvis channel. Team Elvis, what we do does make some people nervous. So they join us, and then we don't see them for a while. And, you know, we're a sensitive topic, aren't we? Oh, that Louis guy in the UK defending Elvis. You know, he says things that upset people. You know, he judges and criticizes, you know. So, but I'm a big fan of these girls. So let me just see. This is just a little introduction.
And like I mentioned to you, you really have to kind of be always in awareness that Elvis would do that for you, especially you. I've heard it from you in interviews that he would give people that he loves or his fans these special winks that he talked about when he was alive with you. And yeah, so whenever you told that story, it gave me goosebumps and chills. Wanted to see the little snow globe, what it looked like.
Yeah, it has bunnies on it, and I bought it in a thrift store because I love thrifting. It was there, and it's that whole story. I don't know. I mean, I can share it with you again, or you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mindi,
yes.
would you mind sharing it just for like our viewers and stuff? And we'd love to hear it from you.
So there's a lovely story. Go and watch it, guys. This is a 2-hour interview, but you will love it. If you're not into spirituality, don't let it bother you. It's fine. Keep an open mind. Elvis definitely was. Yeah. He was also very Christian, of course. So she has a story about this globe. It's a very interesting story. I'm going to jump forward a bit. There was a bit, I'd like to review some of it properly, but we don't have time for that now. But let's keep going.
At the end of the evening, I said, Elvis, I've had the most wonderful time. I said, thank you for these 2 last evenings and these 2 dates. I said, it was so wonderful to meet you, and I will never forget you. And he goes, what do you mean you'll never forget me? He goes, I want you to come on tour with me, Mindi. He goes, and I want you to be my girlfriend. And I looked at him.
Imagine that.
Was in shock. And
bet she was.
That's pretty quick after 2 days, you know.
Yeah, after 2 days, and I was like, I was like dumbfounded. I didn't know what to say. So he walked me downstairs. We sat down, and he got very, very serious. And he said, listen, I want you to be my girlfriend. I want you to go on tour with me. I said, Elvis, how's that going to be? I said, first of all, you're gone. You live in Memphis. I live here. How is that going to work? He says, you're going to come to Memphis. I want you to meet my daddy. He said, I want you to meet my grandma Dodger. I want you to meet Gitlow, my dog. I want to introduce you to some members of my family. I want you to see my house. I want you to come on tour. And I said, well, when would that be? He said, well, I'm going to stay in touch with you. I will be calling you. It'll be.
So there's a bit of a story because she was gonna move to Rome. Yeah. Don't forget, this is a successful young lady, very stunningly beautiful. Yeah. Very talented in many ways. She'd had a really interesting life, even though she was very young. Yeah. And she had a lot in common with Elvis. So Elvis suddenly saying this is like, you're going to completely change my whole life. so I think she was shocked. Yeah. This is so interesting, but I can't play all of it, but let's just play a bit more. So I am going to send this to Mindy. So Mindy, I'm sending this to you, my love. Mindy, you know I'm a big fan of yours, and you are still beautiful. You are still stunning.
In the next couple of weeks. And I looked at him and I said, Elvis, I can't. And he goes, what do you mean you can't? Because you didn't tell Elvis no.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm not staying here. He goes, what do you mean you're not staying here? I said, well, I live in Rome, Italy. And I said, I'm moving there permanently at the end of the week. And he looked at me and he goes, no, you're not. I said, Elvis, I've made plans. Truly, I can't. And he said, you're not going anywhere and I'm not taking no for an answer.
Wow.
He said, I'm going to set things up for you that you don't have to worry for at least the next 6 months. He goes, I need an answer. I said, well, can I think about it overnight? He goes, no. He says, I need to have an answer now. I said, well,
So guys, go. I'll stop you there. Go and watch it. Yeah, you won't regret it. Could you imagine Elvis saying that to you, ladies? You that are watching now. Could you imagine Elvis? Can you imagine the memories that Mindy has? I love these girls. I love the way that those Elvis girls interview Mindy. I can really tell that they're really listening. They're like, because Mindy, she goes into detail, yeah, about every experience she's had with Elvis. And there are so many, yeah. And I find it captivating. When I listen to Mindy speak, I'm like, wow, yeah, I could listen all day long. Yeah, she's never boring, never. A 2-hour show, I enjoyed all of it. Yeah, so I am going to come back and review bits of it. Okay, we're approaching an hour on this show already. I want to try and do as many shows today as I can, celebrating Elvis's birthday. Then I just want to see if I can find.
You ain't nothing but a
Well, that's not good. Come on, man. Gonna get me copyrighted. I want to just see if I can find Angie Markey talking about Epic. Of course, Epic. Let me just see if it comes up. She's on the news, isn't she? It's a news clip. Let's have a look. She's discussing the premiere of it. Is that it? Let's have a look. Oh no, this is a different one. Let's have a look.
9 years after he's
New at noon, it's a big week at the Elvis Presley birthplace, and joining us now is Roy Turner, the executive director. How are you, Roy?
very well, thank you.
That is great. So, 91st birthday for Elvis birthday celebration. How excited are you all?
Can you believe it? I mean, 91 years ago, this little baby was born in that little 2-room house, and he would touch so many lives in this world, even 49 years after he's left the planet. He continues to touch lives. It's a remarkable story.
Very remarkable indeed. In fact, I have a friend.
It bloody is, isn't it, guys? Look, come on, 91, and we're all talking about him. Unbelievable. This is how amazing Elvis is.
In Scotland, who is probably one of his biggest fans. So it's like he touched so many lives around the world. So tell us about the celebration. So what's happening on Thursday?
We will have a little program, last about an hour, culminating with singing Happy Birthday and everybody having a cupcake or more if they want more than one. Dawson Horn, who is a 15-year-old now, I think, from New Albany.
I love these old clips, innit? Look at him.
He's going to
Elvis loved being Elvis.
lead us in singing Happy Birthday. We're very proud of Dawson and what he's accomplished at such a young age through using Elvis. We're also going
some pictures there of the first guitar.
To announce some upcoming events that I think the public's going to be very.
So the guitar is here. It says on George Klein's Memphis television show, Redbreast was reunited with the guitar that Elvis had given him 58 years earlier. The purpose of this reunion on George's show was to explain the circumstances around when and how Elvis gave Red the guitar and to provide Public Records, Memphis Music Room Archives. Who's got the guitar now, guys? I did see an interview on YouTube, but who's got it now?
Carried away with, and I can't tell you much about them right now, if anything. As you come in, you can register to win a gift valued at roughly $800 that if you're an Elvis fan, I think you will appreciate. But mainly, we just come together to celebrate him.
Mainly, we come together to celebrate him. Okay, guys, I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm just trying to play a couple more clips. I want to find the Angie Marquis. Is this it? She did a... where is it? She did a clip just talking about the premiere of Epic. Of course, we've had difficulty with Epic, yeah, because of the copyright situation. We can't play the little clips. We want to play the clips, but we're just going to get copyrighted. So we've had difficulties playing them. Let's have a look. But that was a news article, and that's why I think we'll be okay. I'm not sure if I can find it. I might have to play it later. If I just type in Elvis 91st birthday, Elvis 91 Graceland. I wonder if it will come up. I'll put the words in Epic as well. I wonder if it'll come up. What is this one here? Scotty, Elvis Presley. This could be it. Is this it? No. What is that? Graceland debut new exhibit features never before seen footage ahead of birthday weekend. Oh, I haven't seen that.
We are celebrating Memphis in a way that couldn't be more like the 901. Elvis. And tomorrow is what would have been the King of Rock and Roll's 91st birthday. And Graceland is giving fans a gift with a new exhibit previewing a film that promises to be epic.
Right, there we are. So we know that they're previewing the film, right? Let's keep going.
Our Alicia Renee went to check it out.
In this Celebrate Memphis, Graceland has one goal: to make Elvis's birthday weekend epic.
So we're now featuring.
Right. This is basically it. It's a different version of it because it's a different news clip, but this is going to say the same thing, isn't it?
An exhibit about Elvis's new film. Yes, Elvis has a new film coming out in theaters in February called Epic: Elvis Presley in Concert.
Graceland Vice President
So it's a preview
of Archives and Exhibitions, Angie Marquis, says the film, directed by Boz Lerman, has been years in the making and features more than 59 hours of never-before-seen footage of Elvis on tour.
It's literally mesmerizing. The only voice you hear in the movie is Elvis telling his story in his own words.
Marquis says the newly remastered film looks as if it were shot yesterday. Their restoration inspired a new Graceland exhibit showcasing Elvis's stage outfits, jewelry, and the infamous gold belt.
Love it, love it. This is excellent, guys. Entertainer, long-time visitor, Colin Paul. Oh, Colin's my mate. Colin, I didn't know you were in this. I know he's there. Colin has posted a few things on his Facebook page. I transferred it to mine. I chat with Colin. Colin works near here. Yeah, I'm going to meet Colin one day. He's a great entertainer. Obviously, he's very immersed in the Elvis community. I wonder if Colin's going to be in it.
Entertainer and longtime visitor Colin Paul says
there he is. Hi, Colin.
First came to Graceland in 2000 and has been a fan ever since.
He's more than a fan. He's a bloody good entertainer. He's close friends with most of the important people in the Elvis world.
Elvis had something that nobody else could even touch on, so it's important that the younger generation get to see exactly who Elvis Presley was and still is, and what the legend is all about, you know.
Both Marquis and Paul says...
Love it, love it. Hi, my friend. Hope you're well. I'll see you in Breen or Burnham-on-Sea soon.
Elvis's legacy continues to draw fans to Elvis, the film, Graceland, and the city that shaped him, Memphis.
I think that people will see the movie, and I hope that they decide to make a trek here to Memphis, not just Graceland, Memphis, because it's not just all about Graceland, but Memphis influenced Elvis. Elvis was Memphis. He was basically
I agree.
Memphis's biggest influencer before influencers were a thing. He brought Memphis.
And I'm a big fan of Angie Marquis. She's amazing. She's on my friends on Facebook. I think she's great.
To the world.
If you want to see the exhibit exclusively, you can come to Graceland and go right through those doors to see everything with your own eyes. The movie will premiere in theaters February 20th. Until then, Elvis is going to have an epic birthday weekend. At Graceland, I'm Alicia Renee, and that's how we celebrate Memphis.
She's Adora. Alicia, you're adorable. Right. So actually, just quickly, I did play this yesterday. Our man from my hometown, Weston-super-Mare, Southwest UK, near Bristol. I'm friends with Emilio Santoro and their family. Emilio Santoro is good friends with my twin brother's daughter. And they were out partying a couple of weeks ago. Let's see if I can find it. And Emilio, who isn't in Weston that often because he's touring around the world with his production company as an Elvis tribute act. He's been on, is it called The X Factor? What do you call it in America? America's Got Talent. He's been on there. He's amazing. To me, he's one of the best Elvis tribute acts in the world. But of course, he comes back to visit mum and dad, who are friends of mine. And coincidentally, he has air-cooled vehicles, Volkswagen air-cooled vehicles, Beatles, etc. And he mentions it. But this is him a couple of weeks ago saying he was going to be in Graceland's very soon. I've already seen him posting things that he's already arrived at Graceland's, and obviously he's going to be performing there. So this is Emilio from my hometown, Weston-super-Mare, giving me a shout out. He sees Rosa when they're out. He says to Rosa, "Can I give Louis a shout out?" Louis, the defending Elvis guy. Obviously, I know Emilio as well, and I know his family. They're lovely. And here's what was said.
Uncle Louis, hope you're doing well. I'm out with my brothers Conde, Rosa, but hope you're doing well. I'm actually in Graceland in 2 weeks. I'll send you some photos. Hope you're doing well. Hope you still got the Beatle. Hope you had a good Christmas. See you in a bit.
There he is, guys. You probably know him, yeah. He's world famous. He's outgrown Weston-super-Mare. I'm proud to know him. He does great work. Come on, guys. How many fans has Emilio reintroduced to Elvis, to discovering Elvis, to becoming Elvis fans? Honestly, Emilio Santoro. Look him up, guys. He's amazing. Yeah. So I want to end on a high. We've been on for an hour. I'm going to go off and put some nicer clothes on. I'm still waking up. It's still morning time for me in the UK. Need a shave as well. And we're going to dedicate today to Elvis's birthday. But before I go, I wanted to see what... So Nicola... Nicola loves sending me gifts, yeah? So it says, "Dear Louis, I wanted to send you something to celebrate Elvis's birthday. So most of this box is for you, but I couldn't resist putting something in for Yasmin and Tino. The pink and blue monkeys are obviously for them. As you can't get to Graceland's for Elvis week this January, this box I have sent you all the ingredients you need to make your own model Graceland." I'm going to wait till part 2 before we open this. There is also someone special in the box that has come from far away to live with you. There is a note inside from him at the bottom of the page also. Right, okay, I'm not going to open it. I haven't looked in there. I can see at the top there's some cuddly stuff. Yeah, see there's a bit of blue and a bit of pink. I'm going to wait for part 2. I'll open it at the beginning of part 2. Nicola, you're too generous, but you've sent me something to build. Right, Gracelands to build. Where am I going to keep it? Where am I going to put it? My wife's going to go crazy. Look, let me just remove this a minute. The Elvis, the Elvis shop, Louis' Elvis shop, Elvis corner, Elvis kitchen, where nothing is for sale. Look, guys, I'm a lucky guy. My wife's not happy about it, so this might have to go in the garage. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elvis. Happy birthday to you. 91 today. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. And I'll be back for part 2 live.